everybody, hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about this saw right here. This is my Husqvarna 545. This is not an XP, it's the 545 Professional. As you can probably see, try to get that up there. Sorry guys, I'm a little pinched for space. I'm shooting this video in my shop today. I tried 3 times to do it outside and it's so ungodly windy out there that I literally am so close to the camera trying so that you could hear me over the wind, and it just, yeah, I can't get the shot. I just said screw it. So we're inside in the shop today, which stinks because other than the wind, it's really nice out, but I can't shoot a video out there, not with you guys able to hear me. So anyway, we're going to talk about this 545. This saw is ported. I just ported it. We're going to do some comparison videos. The reason the other 2 saws are up here is because I actually have these saws for reference in some of these videos. So, what we're going to do, the first video we're going to do is this saw with in its original form, I did do a muffler mod on it, and the dyed plastics, the way it is right now with a different bar, basically. This saw running a stock bar that comes with it, the 20-inch 325. And this one with the same bar and chain. Both of these identical bar and chain in a, I'm going to say, I think that was like a 16-inch piece of wood, and then we run this one. So let's do those videos just to start. And this saw did not even have a muffler mod at the time. This one had a muffler mod, and this one had a muffler mod. This saw is still in the exact form that it was in that first video. It's still got the C83 24-inch 3/8 drive bar and chain and the muffler mod, and that's it. That's all I've done to this. This is the 562 XP, this is a 545, and this is a 545. So I'm going to quit yammering here. Let's play this video, and when you guys come back from that, we'll talk about it a little bit, okay? Okay, so you saw the video. You saw that this one with a stock muffler on it, I won't say it struggled. It didn't struggle to get through that piece of wood. But this one with the modified muffler was just so much better. It really it lets the saw breathe. It does so much for it. And honestly, if you want to check out the muffler mod difference between these 2 saws and a couple different piece of wood, this, that, and the other, check out my video where I actually do I think I call it the 50cc muffler mod comparison or something like that, where I actually 545 to 545, the 2 different muffler mods, and I actually show it in this one in stock form, where this saw, I think in that video, was like 3 seconds faster than that. You know, it varies depending on the wood and this, that, and the other, but in the one video in that, I think it was 3 seconds faster on a straight down cut. This one here, if I recall in the video we just watched, this one was faster. I forget. I'm sorry. I have so many numbers in my head. I wanted to have it down for this, but anyway, you know it was faster. This one here, I think, was 5 seconds faster than that one in that video, and it was a smaller piece of wood. I could be wrong. But whatever it was, however much faster it was, this saw dominated. I mean, it was just, they weren't even in the same class. Okay, now, fast forward just a bit. Like I said, we've already shown the muffler mod video, or you've already seen that. If you haven't, I'll put it at the end of this video. Click on that and you can check out the muffler mod video between these 2. With that being said, now let's fast forward. This thing has a modified muffler, and now I've ported it. Now, let's put 24-inch bars on it, because when I ported this, I didn't port it to make it a racer, even though I'm comparing it against these other two saws to see how strong it is, and timing it, because that's really the only way I know how. I don't have a dyno, so I did build this saw to pull a 24-inch bar. That's what I built it for. That's what I want it to pull. That's what's going to live on it for life. I am not going to, look, I'm not going to lie to you and say, oh yeah, I'm going to go cut 20 and 22-inch wood with this thing all day, every day. Why? Why would I do that? That would be so foolish when I have a 562 here, right here, that could easily handle that wood, and much bigger saws to cut larger wood as well. So I'm not gonna say that. This saw is gonna be for small diameter. I'm gonna say probably up to about 16-inch diameter. Anything under 16-inch, limbing, that kind of stuff. It's got a lightweight bar on it. It's very small, compact, lightweight saw. It's just handy. If you're falling something and you want to limb it out, this is a good saw to grab to go climbing around, walking up, limbing, doing this, doing that. As long as you're not falling too big of a tree. So anyhow, so that's where we're at there. So in the next video, let's see how this saw with a 24-inch bar and a Dukes chain right out of the box cuts this piece. Same piece right thereafter, same chain, different bar obviously because I'm running, but the exact same chain. It's the it was a 3-pack from Dukes. I think it would cost, I want to say like $35-ish. It might be under, might have been 36, but I think it might have been 33, something like that. So just say $35 for a 3-pack of full chisel, 3/8, 84 driver chain. That's a win in my book. So that's what this saw has on it right now here today. In this next video, this saw had the exact same chain on it right out of the box. I'd never touched the thing. So let's check these two out right now. Okay, so you saw that this one, I think, and again, I don't have these numbers specific. I haven't looked, I haven't put timers on these in a computer or anything like that. This is simply just me looking at it on my phone or on my camera and saying, oh, I think I shot all these videos with my phone. So I'm just trying to time it by the little thing down on the bottom. It doesn't do half seconds or, tenths or hundredths. It just, it rounds. So I'm guessing this one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this one was right around 21 seconds. And if I'm not mistaken, this one with that chain, with the Dukes chain on it, was right around 18, I think, 18 seconds, I think. But let's just say this one was dead on 18 and this one was dead on 21. I've already shown the timer in there, so I'm probably way off, but it's a good conversation piece. It shows that I'm no good estimate for time in videos. So let's just say we're 3 seconds gain in one cut from porting. Now I was told prior to that, I've heard from a lot of different people, that this 545 does not respond well to porting. Just don't waste your time. It's not worth it. It doesn't respond well. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. If I could put a 24-inch bar, full chisel, full comp chain, full chisel, full comp, the whole 9, 3/8 driver on a 50cc saw and gain 3 seconds, in my mind, I think that's a win. I think that is a win. I think that did respond to the porting. But you guys let me know what you think. And we're not done yet. We're not done yet. So that's where we are with that chain. Now, let's compare that exact same chain to the bar chain combo on this saw to the 562. Okay, so what did you think of that video? That was a little different. The 562 obviously takes complete ownership of that piece of timber there, no problem. Not that the 545 didn't. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they're only like a second apart. I think this one was like 17 and this one was 18-ish, maybe even less than a second. Again, the timer will tell. I should really time these on a computer and watch them and see what it is before the video, but I'm taking a swing in, or taking a shot in the dark, guessing by looking at it on the phone. So, porting this saw. This has C83. That had the Duke's chain. If I put the C83 on that, I don't know. Maybe it would have slowed it down. Maybe it would have sped it up. I don't know. I didn't do that. I probably should have, but it gives me a good idea. I'm within a second, and that's out of the box. This one has this one I did hand file. C83 hand filed by me. This one I did not touch yet. So within a second of a 562 XP. Now I'm really pleased. Okay, now I'm saying porting, I'm really glad I did it. Okay, I'm really glad I did it. One last thing. I've got some Oregon square grind chain. Now, if you buy the Oregon square grind chain, don't take it out of the box and think it's going to be worth a crap. Out of the box, I did cut with it out of the box, and if I might have deleted the video. Y'all, this same piece of wood, I think it took like 25 seconds to cut. It's that chain was just, it was like, it was ridiculous. Maybe I just got a bad batch. I'm not bashing Oregon. I don't bash products on here, but I will say that, yeah, I've never had good luck with Oregon square grind out of the box. I've since sworn off of buying. I don't buy it anymore. I buy full chisel, regular round ground chain, and I hand file it myself. So that's what I did here. Oh, and more than 50% of the cutters on that Oregon square grind chain out of the box were work hardened. Somebody ground on it, however their grinder was set up, it heated them up, and a file would just skim across it. I did ruin some files, because when you're going along with your with your chisel bit file, and you go to the next tooth and you hit it, it only takes one good swipe and you got a line down your file. So and it's not like it's a round file where A, they're cheap or inexpensive, and B, you could just turn it and go again. The chisel bit, the double bevel chisel bit, you're cutting basically the same place. You can flip it, that's all you can do, but you're basically cutting the same place in the file every swipe, so you're gonna wear it out faster, and when you do hit a hardened tooth, it does mess you up a little bit, or mess the file up. So anyway, so I had to take the Oregon chain, I had to put it on my grinder. Now I have a bench grinder, I have an Oregon style grinder. It's not Oregon brand, Oregon Tecumseh, the style bench grinder. I don't have a Symington or anything like that. Babies are a little expensive, a little too expensive for me. But anyway, so I put my grind on it just to get rid of the work hardened area. I did that once, and on three teeth, I actually found they were still hardened. I didn't grind back far enough to get all the heat affected zone. Keep in mind, I just paid money for this chain, so I'm taking as little as possible off of it. 3 teeth, I had to actually go back and grind a little bit farther back to get rid of that heat affected zone. I did get that. I did get a good hand file on it, square. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's so flippin' hard to see. It's probably all blurry. I don't know if I can get my hand up there to see so that you can see any of that. Hopefully you can. Anyway, that's what it is. If not, I'll edit this portion out. Anyway, I got a good square file on it by hand. It did take some work. I got it. I'm used to doing it. Now let's see. With the square, how does this stack up against the 562 XP? You know how the 562 XP cut. We're going to use the same video when I was out there cutting with it, because I changed nothing on this saw. No need to go run another cut. All I did was change the chain on that and hand filed it. So let's check that video out. Alright, so what'd you think? So, what I think, in summary, and I want you guys to leave this in the comments and let me know. Did I have to work on it to get it? I mean, porting it, yes, got it in the neighborhood of the 562 XP, without a doubt. And I'm ecstatic with that. Did I have to work on it to get it to be, less than a second faster, a second, or roughly a second faster, if that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. And that was just for personal preference. That was just like, I think I can make it do better than this. Yeah. Now, if I took that chain and put it on here and did, you know, that, well, sure. I'm sure the 562 XP is going to smoke it. It probably will. I'm not saying that this thing's going to walk the dog on a muffler modded 562 XP with any kind of, you know, chain work or anything else. I'm saying that with C83 hand filed, like I said, I did hand file this because I do, you know, keep a good edge on my chains. I'm saying that, excuse me, that 545 is in the neighborhood of this. So out of the 562 XP, out of the box, stock muffler with a 24-inch bar and C83 chain, will that saw walk it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure with the same chain, that saw will walk it. Almost positive. I don't have one, mine's muffler modded, but I'm within a second, and I know that a muffler mod on this 562 gained me more than a second per cut, so I think that's pretty good. So, you guys tell me what you think, and like I said, if you have a 545 and you have to pay somebody to port it, probably not worth it. I'm not going to lie. It's probably not worth it. If you can port it yourself, if you have a lathe and, you know, the means to you know, the Fordham or equivalent, and you have the means to do all the work you want to do to it and get it running like that, yeah, sure. Of course it's worth it. Would I pay somebody to do this one? No. I didn't pay, you know, I did that one myself. I'm not paying anybody to do that to my saws. I do it myself. It's what I do. But, again, if you have that saw, do a muffler mod and leave it alone. I'm telling you, they're amazing with a muffler mod. Just a muffler mod wakes this thing up so much. It's phenomenal. So, and again, was it worth it for me to port it? Absolutely. Guys, leave me some comments, man. Let me know what you think of this. Like, share, and subscribe. We're always going to have more videos coming up as frequently as I can. I apologize. I've kind of laid off the videos lately, but I'm trying to get back into it. And just so you're aware, these two saws will probably go back on the shelf. The 562 is most likely going to stay here on the bench. Unless something happens, this baby's going to stay here on the bench. It's going to come apart. And over the next probably 2 weeks, I got a lot going on, so I probably won't be able to get to a whole lot of it. But over the course of the next 2 weeks, I hope to get back in here and get it done, and get some test cuts done, and maybe we'll get a video out on how this thing is improved. So fingers crossed on that. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Always remember, be kind, saw safe, and enjoy life. Thanks again.